Good afternoon, guys. David here from Sunshine Acres, down at Digzilla doing a machine roundup, having a look at all the different Derette models and doing a walk around so you can make a better decision on what you want to buy. Before me is the mighty DRT450. This is probably one of the best flagship models in their range. This has undergone some serious refinement over the last couple of years, and there's been several upgrades done to this. Some basic specifications. Once again, I have to refer the sheet because I can't remember all the details. Our operating weight is an 1160 kilograms. It comes with a GX690 Honda. I believe the Honda engine comes with a 2-year warranty. So that's pretty good, and that's carried via locally. The top speed is 4.5 kilometers an hour. It's a little bit slower than some of the others. It comes with a triple stacked G5 gear pump. The brand is a Bifang again. The drive motors are a Danfoss Impro motor, so that's pretty good. Our flow rate is 43 litres per minute or 22 litres per minute on the auxiliary. It's a little bit down, but it does definitely run a lot of the attachments really well. It also comes with an auto leveling bucket. There's some big exciting news with this model. There'll be 4 variants of this available by the middle of the year. We're going to see one come out with the wheels, with 4 wheels with independent drive motors. We're waiting for pilot controls to come out shortly, and there will be 3 different engine variants as well. So you'll be able to get this with the Honda, the new Zorin motor, and the Ratto. To point out the tracks. Our rollers are on the outside of the lugs, which are great, so that really helps with there. We've also got this roller attached to the tensioner, so as it moves the tensioner forward, it continues to apply the pressure at the front of the track down here. That helps a lot with derailing. Our track tension is a standard mechanical track tension. And you'll also notice that the rollers at the back are greasable and serviceable, so that's a really great feature there. This has the auto leveling bucket, and as usual, our greasable pins. You cannot get under the bonnet with this one without lifting that up, so when I do a little quick drive, I'll show you what it's like underneath the bonnet on this one. Fuel filling up is here, which is nice and easy. It's a nice easy lift with a jerry can. It's not too bad with a 20 litre jerry can. Well, I find it because I'm reasonably tall. It's not too bad. If not, you might need a pump. Heavy duty step. There's our Honda GX690. It's all pretty tidy in there. You have a look up inside there, there's hard lines where they count, and all the plumbing's out of the way. Like all great machines, the oil cooler is external. This machine has some of the best heat dissipation out of all of the models, and that's why it's being expanded into the 4 product range. So stay tuned, that's going to be really exciting. Generally that comes standard with the counterweights, quite a large counterweight on the rear. I personally would probably like to see a little bit more weight in the back step, but that's just me personally for my use. It feels nice and safe with the padding in here. You feel like you're a part of the machine. So when you get in here, it just feels comfortable and safe to be operating. Standard H pattern, and our standard auxiliary controls, your fuel gauge and your oil temperature, and your hour meter, and of course your phone charger, choke, and power. Big thing you'll notice about this guy is there's no kill switch, so you don't have to worry about turning that off and power isolation. It does have a dead man switch though if you're that way inclined and you wanted to be able to kill the power. You can hook that up a bit like a jet ski. One of the improvements here is the hole cutout to be able to access the oil dipstick. As usual though, that's still quite a contortion act and it takes a little bit of a knack. There are a lot of grease points on this with the double lifting arms and the auto leveling bucket. I think there's something like 24 different grease points on this machine. So you need to take your time when you grease it. Our cycle rate is reasonable. So productivity isn't terrible. However, I do note that the bucket dump is a little slower, but that can be handy for controls. However, sometimes it's a little, you have to be a bit more aggressive with your bucket tilt for your bucket to be back level by the time you lower if you're doing a combination movement. So to give you an example, you've dumped your bucket and you're already coming down. You've got to be quite aggressive to get that bucket up. If you're just timid, your bucket will be down on the ground before it gets there. As stated, unfortunately you do have to have the lifting arms up to be able to get under the bonnet. There is this emergency access panel should you have a flat battery or something else like that. And there is a safety bar that can go on here to keep it up if you're going to be doing any servicing work under here. The hood's quite heavy duty. There's some really nice heavy hinges here and everything's quite well made. Like I said, this is their flagship model. A really great looking hydraulic tank in here. It's quite large and it holds about 30 litres, so that's really good. Again, it's great for the heat soak and heat dissipation. You can see in here all the hoses are up out of the way, away from the exhaust and away from the heat. I really like that. And it's nice and tidy inside, and there is a service panel in the bottom should you need to wash it out or clean it out in there. Now as far as speed goes, it is a little bit on the slower side compared to some of the other models, but that's great. In order to get the top speed out of it, you do have to run that engine at full RPM. So this is the mighty DRT450. Again, stay tuned for the new variants that are coming out. It's pretty exciting. Digzilla will be carrying all 4 variants, so that's going to be really good. Plenty of parts available for all the models. If you've enjoyed this content, like and subscribe. Don't forget to head on over to the Facebook group, Mini Skid Steers Down Under. Pinned at the top are some links to other groups, the Buy, Swap and Sell page, the Derette group and the Excavator group.